And brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Moments away in Boston, it'll be the Celtics going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. You take a look at the Cavaliers. Finally, we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. Hey, let's talk about Marcus Smart. A lot to like. This guy coming out of Oklahoma State, size, strength, a leader. His three-pointer needs work. How much is that going to hold him back?
He's going to have to prove he can hit that shot. Ernie, defenses will lay back on him until he proves he can knock it down.
Ride 'em, cowboy. Let's go out there to Kevin Harlan.
Hee-haw!
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, the Celtics had a lot of problems, Clark, in a number of places last year, but at home they just struggled to put up points.
And, you know, they hadn't been known for being a high-scoring team in recent years, but no amount of defense could have made up for their woeful offense.
Now, here's Bradley after Dion Waiters miss.
They always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
James wide open. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Into Green. Power down with both hands.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. Steve, a resounding dunk.
Yeah, a take no chances slam, guys. It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Right side, Green dishes it to Sullinger from the baseline. And another basket for Boston. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Irving attacking, and he gets it to go. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Rondo kicks to Bass, and he gets it to go.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's James. It's rebounded by Bass.
Really good defense there, forcing that double clutch shot.
Bradley with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. A guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2", but with long arms, and he can defend both guard positions. Really pressures the ball well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm sure he was pretty happy with those numbers.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Shots good by Waiters.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable. And despite his 6'2" size, it's pretty clear that offensively, Avery Bradley is not a point guard. He's worked hard on developing his ball handling, especially his left hand, but he's certainly at his best when he's playing off the ball.
Now, here is Irving. Pulling the miss by Avery Bradley. And that one's good, Irving.
It's really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Now here's Rondo, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And you talk about Bradley playing the two. He's worked to put weight on, up over, what, I think, Steve, 210 pounds, you were saying.
Yeah, looks like it. He looks stronger. He's added some weight. Remember, he underwent surgery on both shoulders a couple of seasons ago, but now he's healthy. And with that strength, with that defensive awareness, with the quickness, he's got the ability to be a really good player.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Miller's checked in for Dion Waiters. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bradley passes to Bass. Bradley drives in. Boston again missing.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered. He's getting his hands dirty right away by doing some battling on the boards.
Here's Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And it's Rondo penetrating, and that one's good.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Irving with the ball. Now Green defending. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they've lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for James. Irving, good.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
And remember last season, a fan who ran out the court was wearing a shirt saying, Kyrie, don't go. The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggling with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken complete 180.
Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Now, here's Thornton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shots good by Turner.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Smart kicks to Thornton, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thornton's got his first 2 points of the night.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them. You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Boston trailing. Now Smart. Pass to Thornton. Plenty of space. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And here comes Irving. Good if it goes. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight, because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
Rajon Rondo is out there with Young. Then there's Wallace. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Turner in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the basket by Boston. And here's James outside. And Boston with the rebound. And now it's Wallace running. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Rondo kicks to Wallace. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws.
Gerald Wallace undergoing knee and ankle surgeries in an early end to last season. For a player so dependent on his athleticism, it'll be interesting to see how he does coming back now at the age of 32.
And Wallace last season battling gamely on a rebuilding Celtics team.
Yeah, it was an interesting attempt at a fit for Wallace. I mean, the team was going young, and he's near the tail end of his career, so it's not ideal for him or the team, but nonetheless, he's always been a pro that works extremely hard and brings value wherever he's been.
A chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, as we all know, LeBron James is now back in Cleveland, but he thinks his time in Miami will serve him well. As he said, Miami for me has been like college for other kids. I became a better player and a better man. I learned from a franchise that had been where I wanted to go. Kevin?
He knows what it takes to win it all, Doris. Now he's trying to do it back home in Ohio. Thanks.
Like he was maybe showboating a little bit, that fadeaway. Really no reason for it.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Jared Sullinger grew up with the game. His father was a demanding high school coach. The word is that Jared was actually doing footwork drills at the age of 2, shooting regulation free throws by 3. You see how strong he is, and he's got a great IQ and skill for the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Brandon Bass is checked in for Wallace. Green comes in for Turner. And Bradley subbed in for Young.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
And Sullinger's father coaching him to a state title his junior season at Northwood High School.
Yeah, Sat's one of the outstanding high school coaches in the state of Ohio, enjoying retirement now. And, you know, the season prior to that, they'd been eliminated from the playoffs after his father, sat Jared down for failing to turn in a school assignment. He was sending Jared a message, no shortcut, athletically or academically. Message was received.
Absolutely. Here's Green, following the basket by LeBron James. Now here's Bass. 6 to shoot. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. The drive by James. Here's Varejao. Green with the rebound.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
And it's Rondo in the corner. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now the pass to Sullinger. And the shot is good. And now it's only a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
It's rebounded by Bass. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
Smart's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Miller's checked in for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens and the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in and stolen by James. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Releases from 15, and Jared Sullinger pulls it down.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with a 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Free throw good, Green.
Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Celtics. Sean Marion, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Bradley. Tries again, and the layup good by Smart. Smart's got his second basket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Jeff Green, not a big rebounder, struggles guarding in the low block. What do you think, Clark, is his best position?
You know, it's hard for me to say, Kevin. I think he's probably just a 3/4. I think at the 4 he has a little bit more of a quickness advantage. So I would probably look to playing him at that position.
Here's Green. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the closeout there, Steve. Well done.
And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Boston is going to switch here. Thornton's checked in.
With on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
For Cleveland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
And so he makes both from the line.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Smart dishes to Olynyk. Passes it to Smart. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. Makes it off the glass. Smart's got 6 points.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
The wide open look here for Marion. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. Here's Thornton. Can't get it to go. And the first half ends in a close one. Cavaliers on top, up by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
We just got to be aggressive. All of us, including myself, got to continue to be aggressive in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, they can't stand around and just watch him.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports. have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the 5. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Good on the second free throw.
And with the Cavs, their score differential for their reserves really tells the story. Just way too many points given away when that second unit came onto the floor. It was something they needed to address in the offseason, and they did.
Rondo kicks to Green. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland leading by 6. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though we grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. Bradley. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Martin?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Here's Irving after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Pass to Irving for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Zellinger's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the wide open shot from Green. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And that's now 11 points for Jeff Green. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Kicks it to Waiters. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they need a shot or 2 to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break. Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
And the slam dunk by Irving. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And the Celtics making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Zellinger. He's got 7. The drive by Green. Tries again. And Irving pulls it down.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
And then Waiters with the jam.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
You know, Boston has shown they're a team that's not afraid to make a deal with one of their stars if they think it's going to benefit the team. And quite often, those deals have worked out for them.
Turner's checked in for Jeff Green.
As you said with Boston, it's an attitude that most teams would like to have, but many just can't really stomach the idea of parting with an all-star. The Celtics have shown they can do that.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Cleveland on defense. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. They double him with Love. Well, for the Celtics, it's worked out quite a bit in the franchise's history, from getting guys from Parrish to making the moves for Kevin Garnett when he was there.
And, you know, it might result in some hard transition years like this one, but there is a reason why the Celtics are never out of it for too long, and doing whatever it takes to improve the team is part of the history of that franchise.
And Boston has possession. Offside Rondo. And Turner kicks to Rondo. Nice ball movement by Boston. The baseline J. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 12 on the bucket from Sullinger.
So there were a lot of people, me included, thinking that Cleveland would take a step forward and be a team that could make moves in the East and perhaps get to the playoffs, but injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff caliber.
Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. LeBron with the bucket.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
The Celtics have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Outside Bradley. Feeds to Sullinger. Sinks that one from the post. Sullinger's got 11 points. And Cleveland ended 10th in the Eastern Conference last year. They got close, but they couldn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, there would be a lot of shocked analysts if they didn't finish near the top of the East this season. All it takes is one good summer, and your team can jump to the top of the East.
And here's Rondo after LeBron James hitting the three. The 9-foot shot. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Bergeron.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Now here's Rondo after LeBron James's miss. The feed now to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 8 points for Avery.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
It's LeBron with the drive. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Bradley.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
The dish to Turner. And he banks in the layup. Turner's got 6 points. The Cavaliers leading by 11. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. And again, it's Cleveland.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. Back to Rondo. Here's Sullinger. Oh, that's blocked. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Back to LeBron. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Boston. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bradley drives in, and Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. And here is Thornton.
That's his first personal foul.
The Celtics have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts, a lot of misses. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 6 seconds left in the third. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 14. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Really excellent feed here, and I know we're used to seeing this guy score, but he is no slouch at creating passes and opportunities for his teammates, and he showcases that skill right here on that replay.
Young is up there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Thornton. Then there's Smart, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Thornton. Miller with the double team. Thornton with it. Sean Marion covering. And the Celtics with possession here. Now here's Smart, guarded by Marion. And Thornton kicks to Smart. 4 on the shot clock. Thornton no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. While they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Well, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Checking in for your Celtics.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter, and a wide open look for Thornton. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Oh, that's blocked. Smart with the ball. The baseline J. And it's Thornton again missing. Green against Love. Pulls up. A shot by Marion, no good. Celtics trail by 16. Shoots from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Miller, right side. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Sean Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sellinger's checked in for Olynyk. Avery Bradley comes in for Marcus Thornton. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Smart.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that right.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He said to them, goal number 1 is to drive the lane and put pressure on them inside. That's where he wants their scoring to come from. Another part of what he said to them centered on his desire to see them shooting the ball every opportunity that presents itself. He said, fire away, guys. You've got the green light. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
And the wide open shot from Green. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And that's 17 points for Jeff Green. Dishes to Waiters. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Cavaliers lead by 19. And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk, and his game certainly could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
James, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Rondo passes to Green. It's Bradley on the wing. Back to Green. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by Green.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
From deep. And James gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Bradley. And he gets it to go.
How about that? Going up strong. I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
A minute 50 left here in the 4th quarter. James misses.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
They get the rebound.
He's their top rebounder. He's doing an excellent job on the glass today.
Boy, I tell you what, I love the effort he's shown on the boards today, Steve. It's been fantastic.
Celtics trail by 20.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And what a huge standout performance it was for James. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
And here's Rondo, following the basket by LeBron James. Rondo kicks to Bradley. The 19-foot shot, good as the jump shot falls. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. No good from LeBron. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. The drive by Rondo. Sullinger, good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
There's the pass to Verjao, and that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Verjao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Miller's checked in for Waiters, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
That free throw, good from Dellavedova. And he can't hit the second. Celtics have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And the shot is good. Here's Dellavedova. Fires the three. That's good.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
And a wide open look for Thornton. Offline. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congratulations on a wonderful performance. Can you tell us what goes on in your mind when you get in this kind of a rhythm like we saw in this basketball game?
It's a zone you get into, and you know, it's kind of unexplainable, you know, and you try to go out there and you feel like there's nothing that you can't do. You know, and hopefully the momentum just continued to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, opened up for the rest of us, too.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.